Hi everybody! This morning I'm in my garden to pick my greens for my daily green drink. Let's see if I got my cutters. Yep. And I've got Kitty in the garden with me today. You gonna watch me pick my greens? Okay, so what are we picking today? Don't always need the cutters. Gonna pick some purple kale. What I do is I do a variety of things. Don't really need the cutters yet. Let's see, purple kale. I'm gonna hike way back here. I'm gonna take some dazzling blue kale. We've got so much purple. And let's see, let's go through here. Got Swiss chard there. I've got, this green curly leaf kale. I think I'll use some of that. I don't have like a recipe on what I use. It's basically whatever I feel like using today. Here's a collard leaf that looks really good. So I kind of change things up. Celery, you're not going to be able to see me back here. And I am back here picking some celery. I'll be right back, everybody. People forget that celery, the leaves, have so many vitamins, and that's something that a lot of people throw away and they don't use it, and they really should. Even mint. I'm going to pick some mint and put that in there. Here is some beautiful green Swiss chard and red vein sorrel. That's got a lot of nutrients in it, and look, it's very red. And anything that's got color, it's got a lot of beta carotene and different things in it. So I've got red vein sorrel. We've got, here's another type of purple kale. This is a little different than the other one. This grows more straight and it's very purple. You probably will add in some mint, but I kind of forage through. You'll never really see me do a harvest because that's one thing we don't do. Why would I do a harvest and then just let it sit? I harvest as I need, and I throw the leaves back in. Here's some broccoli leaves. Broccoli leaves. Kitty loves her broccoli. Kitty, Kitty, what are you eating over there? Here, you want some? No, I guess she found something else. What did you find? Let's see. Did you pick your, don't eat a dried out kale leaf. Give me that. Look at this. Give me this. This is dry. I got better for you. Look. Here. This is green. That's right. It dried up kale leaf. But a little bit of mint. Now that I might take the cutters, because sometimes when you pull on the mint, it just rips. And I don't want it to rip. So I'll take the mint leaves off and use that. And I kind of just go through my garden and pick out what I want. I don't put tomatoes in my green drink. I might put carrots. I've got one carrot I probably could harvest there. Or I buy sometimes organic carrots. I do have to get carrots going really good. But that's basically it. Any greens I've got around here. I've got some dinosaur kale down there I'm going to pick. I've got more celery leaves here. And I collect about this much or more. Depends on if I want to make a really big drink or a small drink. What else do I have? I know what I wanted to pick for dinner tonight, not to put in my drink. A big, beautiful eggplant. Look at that. That I don't put in my drink. You cannot have eggplant. Let's see if I have something. I know what you want. You want more broccoli? Look at that. This dog loves her broccoli. So funny. The eggplant I'm going to slice up. I'm going to oven fry it. Bread it. And if you want the recipe again, I've got it up, but I can do a really short one. I don't put that in a drink. I know a lot of people do juice eggplant. I've never juiced it. I prefer to go do my treatment of salting it and soaking it out. But today, I'm going to do the green drink. So I guess with that, let's go back in the kitchen and let me show you how I make my green drink, because it's not a juice. It's all food. I'm going to get all this into me And I can hold it over for the next day if I want by putting in a little lemon juice sometimes. So let's go back in the kitchen. Kitty, what do you want? Another piece of broccoli? Here. There you go. This dog can eat so much broccoli, I can't believe it. She loves broccoli and broccoli leaves. That's her favorite. And she'll come out here and pick a great big collard leaf. That's what she was fighting me with. Except it was old. She doesn't need an old one. So anyways, let's go back in the kitchen. This is for dinner tonight. That's something else. And let me show you how I do my green drink, how Gary and I do it. And I will tell you something. This is no joke. If I'm having a bad day, and life's not perfect, things happen, you just get depressed. I don't know why, but if I have not drunk, if I have not made green drinks for a few days and I didn't drink it, it seems like it's harder to cope. And when I have a green drink, my brain works better and I can cope with things better. So there's something really powerful in greens. And to me, greens are the most important thing people should be growing because, number one, they're expensive. Organic greens, a small bunch like that can cost you anywhere from $2 to $5 depending on what type of greens you're buying. Oh, and you can put basil in here too, and turmeric and ginger, whatever you want. But it's expensive to buy greens. It's cheap to buy, let's say, carrots. You can get a big bag of organic carrots. I get sometimes like 4 pounds and it's only going to cost $5, $6. But greens, that's why I like growing greens. And this whole thing is greens. I've got more greens than I need. Whatever I don't use, I compost and I feed my plants with them. But this really, it really keeps my mind working good. If I get depressed or something, it really will make me cope with life better. I feel it, and I think people should try it. It's an all-around good balance of food, and I think it's got all your nutrients your body needs and your gut. So let's go in the kitchen and let's go make a green drink, okay? Let's go. Off to the kitchen. So now I'm in from the garden. I'm going to show you what we eat, or drink I should say, every day as long as I don't get too lazy to make it. This I didn't grow. I'm going to grow carrots this year. But I add in carrots. This is a regular blender. Nothing, no big deal. Paid like $8 for it. I add in carrots. And then we have the greens. All I do is tear them up. You can chop them if you want, and that would be good too. But I just tear them up. It is good if you want to cut up the celery, because the celery's got pieces in it, but I might right now just use the leaves and discard and compost the stems. And you can use the stems too, but sometimes you do and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I put the stems in my kitchen compost. I usually end up making too much. Mint. So what I've put in here now is dinosaur kale. Both, there's like a, I don't know if it's dinosaur kale. It's a kale that looks like dinosaur kale, and it's got a lot of purple to it. And then I've got purple curly kale I put in here, and regular curly kale, broccoli leaves, collard. There's one big collard leaf I brought in. And what I put on the bottom, I forgot. I also put in ginger from my garden. I need to start growing turmeric. Gary grows turmeric. I don't even know where he's growing it. Somewhere down there. Okay. Now, here's the most important part. Sorry about the angle. This is the way I set it up. Here's the most important part. The least amount of water that you can use, the better. If you use too much, it won't turn into a drink. It just will kind of be very gritty. But if you use less water and then slowly add to it, you'll get the consistency of kind of like a shake. Let's see. bottom's done now, but I need to add a little bit of water. And you're going to work with just the smallest amount of water. Push it down a little bit. I've never used a juicer. I don't need a juicer. Now it's almost done. I like to put a little bit of citrus, some sort of acid in here. And that's because if I'm going to hold it over for the next day, it will hold its color better. It seems to hold the whole drink better. I will add a little more water. You don't want to add too much. Just little by little by little. If you add too much, you could end up losing it, and all it's going to do is spin, and you don't want it to spin. Now, I like flaxseed because I know how flaxseed is really good. It's got a lot of omegas in it, and I really like putting flaxseed in mine. So I'm going to add in a little flaxseed. I'm not drinking this whole thing. This will be for Gary and I for today, and there'll be a little bit left for tomorrow morning. Let me tell you, this is no joke. I actually feel energized after I drink this. And when I feel blah and I don't feel like anything, I go make this and I feel great. And I can go all day. Now I almost added too much water in here. If I add too much water in here, I won't get that creamy consistency because all it does is spin. When you have less water, it pulls it and it grinds it. So you're using it as a chopper. Now, at the end, I add in some sort of juice, and we prefer pure USA Concord grape juice. And that's it. It tastes great. I've got a bunch of juice in here, good juice. I'm going to blend it up. Now you can add in other things. If you wanted to add in a little bit of calcium powder, sometimes they add that in. Being a woman, they say you need a lot of calcium, even though there will be a lot of calcium in here. You could add in a little bit of yogurt if you wanted some yogurt in there. You can add in anything you want. We eat yogurt, so I don't have to worry about whether I add that in or not or need it. But right now, just the way it is, it's good to go. One other thing I might add in. I'm going to add in a heaping teaspoon or a tablespoon of turmeric. I am going to grow my own turmeric. I did so well with the ginger that I'm going to start growing turmeric. Gary's got it. I just don't know where he has the stash. So it's easier for me to just grow it the way I grew my ginger, and I'll know exactly where it is. No sugar. The juice I use is pure Concord grape juice, 100%. See, that's what I bought, 100% Concord grape juice. And I prefer the grape juice that's, well, I prefer the grapes that come from the USA and not brought from certain other countries. And that's what I look for. But I like the grape juice, it gives it a really good taste. That's it, it's done. Now I have for 2 days, I have for 1 day, well, I think we'll have it for 2 days because it's the afternoon already. Look at that. Come down here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, why would anybody need a juicer? You want a juicer? More power to you. I have no problem with that. My sister bought a juicer. My brother-in-law asked me if I wanted his juicer, and I said no. I want the entire green plant when I bring it in. It grew in my garden. I know it's good, and I want the whole thing. I want the fiber out of it. Now, some people drink a lot of green drinks, and it might be too much, so they don't want to drink the whole thing, and I understand, you know, they want to juice it because they don't want the fiber. But, you know, if I'm only drinking 1 or 2 glasses a day, and I probably brought in about a pound of greens, and it was a mixed pound, there was also celery leaves in there, different types of Swiss chard, collard, kales. I forgot my moringa. I usually put moringa in there. Any of the greens you grow, sometimes I put in sow thistle, which is a weed, but it's very nutritious. Parsley. anything you want. Could you add in squash and other stuff? You could, but I keep this generally as a green drink for us. And like I said, it really energizes me all day, and I make a mess out of it. This is like, if I can find the time in the morning to get this together, and I can take another one in the afternoon, it will just keep me going all day. I'm not even that hungry when I drink it. I will admit, I get busy, and a lot of times I forget to eat breakfast because I'm so busy. I have so many projects, too many projects. But anyways, I do try to get this every day. I think it's important. It's got all your vitamins and it's fresh. I want to grow carrots. I haven't had a lot of luck with carrots or radishes because it all bolts on me. It's probably the ground is too nutritious. So, but I did buy organic carrots. So the only thing from the grocery store here is I bought organic carrots and the grape juice. Everything else is out of the garden. Oh, and the turmeric. He did buy the turmeric, but we have used our own. When I ask Gary to bring some up, he brings it up, and then I use our own. But that's it. Bon appetit. Very good. I like to drink it and go on my way. So with that, have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. And do eat it and drink it. Please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.